Yo, what's going on there, YouTube? Mark Sleevey, the Angry Ranter here, for vlog 43 in the Angry Ranter Vlog series. So, my very tired, definitely not yet even recouped brain from the 12-hour shifts of the weekend was trying to come up with, what exactly to talk about today. And I think I tossed at least a couple of things, like bounced a few things off of myself, and then because I'm so tired, I friggin' forgot them. So while I got off the bus, I figured the perfect topic to cover, because, we're 43 vlogs in now, and I haven't yet done this, but at least I've got a very miniature, if not persistent audience. At the very least, it appears every one of you who is subscribed is watching the vlogs. So, thank you guys. We might have less than 10, but y'all are worth it. But let's talk about Self-Care Day. So first off, what is it? As a social service worker, it's something that I find is only really pushed to those of us in the human services field, but it's something everyone should take note of. It's exactly what it sounds like. Self-care is taking care of yourself. We often, as just people, give so much of our time and attention and mental energy to other people that we don't then take... Gotta get a smudge off there. It was bothering me because it was a raindrop that was right on my nostril, so it looked like I had a booger, and I was like, it's not a booger, but, sorry. But we give so much of ourselves and our own mental attention, let's make sure that truck's not gonna run me over, that we don't then take the time for ourselves to then take care of us at the end of the day. Because at the end of the day, how can you help someone if you haven't helped yourself? The whole oxygen mask on self before others. Because a lot of us, we want to give, and we feel good doing that. But there's a certain point when burnout happens, which I've experienced at least twice. And I'll talk about that in tomorrow's vlog, where we'll sort of consider it as the self-care part 2. So this is self-care part 1. Gonna focus more on just talking about you and what you can do for you. So, I know as an employee of the human services field, it's something that's almost preached as gospel to us, that we take care of ourselves, because we are, in essence, taking on the lives and the drama and the bullshit or whatever of what goes on in our clients' lives, as well as having to deal with our own lives. It's really easy, or I'll say it's relatively easy, when you do something like retail or restaurants or something like similar to that, to disconnect yourself from work when you're at home. Yeah, sure, trust me, I did the restaurant thing. When you're a cook, sometimes you just really don't feel like you want to make something for yourself when you're at home. I've been there. You just want to grab something quick. Or when you were working as a dishwasher, and I was, you're like, oh, I'll just wash the dishes later. I literally just spent, 8 hours today washing dishes. And, sometimes vice versa with retail. Oh, I'll fold my laundry later. I just spent 8 hours folding clothes on the sales floor. But one of the harder parts when it comes to human services work to sort of branch out of is the fact that you're dealing with almost exclusively someone else's entire life, a treatment plan, something. And because you're dealing with that, you then have not only all the drama and stressors and whatnot that's going on in your life, but you now have to deal with at least one other person's life. If you happen to work in a shelter or a halfway house, then you're taking on the drama of all the people that live there constantly. Trying to keep yourself up to date with every single person that lives in your residence or comes by your shelter on a daily basis. And that can be a lot. when you're trying to help people, and I'm really tired, that tick blink is killing me, but trying to deal with sort of the drama that goes on in your own life and then having to deal with like 20 other people can sometimes be a lot, especially when you need to keep up with them because it might be part of their treatment plan to help them, you know, get back into society or to help them get back on their feet or whatever it is. So I have a few good tips because I've been roughly a year in the field now. So I don't think I'm as green as the grass anymore. That was 2018. Now it's 2019. This is fresh 2019 grass, and I ain't that green. But but the truth is, here's a few tips that I have just for general self-care. This is not, let me put a little disclaimer, this is not specifically human services related, but this is coming from somebody who works in that kind of field, who can tell you 100% this applies to everyone. First off, leave home at home and leave work at work. So the second that you step out the door to go to work, leave the stuff that has happened in your home life, the drama, the the craziness. Maybe you're planning a trip, maybe there's a birthday party, whatever. Leave it at home. If you know you work today from 8 a.m. till 4 p.m., the second you step out the door at 7 a.m. to get into your car, forget about it. And leave that stuff there. Start thinking about your day at work. And then, when it's time to clock out at 4 p.m., forget about the stuff you were dealing with at work. Maybe there's a merger going on, maybe there were a lot of meetings, or maybe you just had a really heavy day serving tables. Or it was a holiday, and so you were dealing with, or there was a sale on at the store, and so you were dealing with crazy rush of customers. Don't pay attention to that anymore. Back on your home life. That way you're not, excuse me, that way you're not bringing any potential negatives or hostility from either world together, because that is a killer when you feel you can't escape a certain piece of drama. Now, here's the second thing. If there's something that happens in your home life or in your work life that's stressing you out, find someone in that particular realm that you can debrief with. Someone you can talk to and say, this is how I feel about this, and you can get it out and maybe bounce it off each other. Maybe you both share in the same situation. So then you have someone who might share the same feelings. But find someone in both your home life and your work life that you can debrief with. Because debriefing is important, because if you just hold that inside, you're going to just stress out at the end of the day. And that's not, that ain't something we want. Because then, as I'll talk about in tomorrow's episode, you burn out really fast. And burnout's not good. A good third tip is to find something at the end of your day that you can do for yourself, even if, let's say, you only have 5, 10, 15, maybe 20 minutes. Find a particular activity, maybe listening to music, maybe video games, maybe watching TV or a bath or something, or, just settling down and eating some good food or something, and just do that for just you. Separate yourself from your day and just unwind, because you need that. We all need that. Every single day, it is possible, even if it's right before bed. That's when you can do it. And for at work, what you need to do is find yourself a quick little breathing and recentering activity. A quick little breathing and recentering activity that takes at most 30 seconds, that if you're starting to feel overwhelmed and get rattled or whatnot, that you're going to be able to refocus yourself. For me, what I always do is close my eyes and take 5 deep breaths and then shake myself and get right back at it. But that's only if I really feel I'm falling off the rails. And it's happened a few times, but I'm saying it does work. Now, you guys might also have some tips that you've already created for that particular kind of self-care. Let me know. What are they? Down in the comments below. And tomorrow we're going to talk a little bit about burnout. So this one is Self-Care Part 1, Self-Care Tips. Tomorrow we'll talk about burnout in Vlog 44. All right, guys. Please like, subscribe, ring that bell for some notifications so you don't miss any of these vids. Check out the Angry Ranter 2019 on Instagram, Levy_Marcus on Twitter, and check out the latest episodes of the Angry Ranter Show on Soundcloud, iTunes, and Spotify. Hit that subscribe and leave us some iTunes reviews. We're sitting at 5 stars right now, so I kind of like it. All right, guys. Peace out for now.